Welcome to the Generation Kids Daily Devo podcast, where we move from wonder to worship, looking for God at work in the world around us, ready to ask the tough questions and discover what His Word has to say to us. Today's episode is titled, For Crying Out Loud, He's Compassionate, and it comes from me, Casey Taylor. As we continue to look at who God the Father is and how He sees and relates to us, let's remember what we've already learned. First of all, God the Father just so happens to be the Lord of everything. He's in charge and in control. But again, He's our Father. So that's pretty cool because, our dad is in charge. Then we also learn that not only is He in charge, but He's also merciful to us. He allows us to be ourselves and to come to Him, to make mistakes, and He doesn't look to punish us, but instead mercifully forgives us and looks to draw us close to Him that we might experience His love and make decisions that align us with His will and what is truly good for us. Today, we're looking at why He does these things as we look at God's compassion towards us. So, ready or not, let's jump right in. Maybe it's a movie you watch together. Maybe it's a song you all sung in the car. Maybe it's a story passed down, retold, and then changed to make it sound a little crazier than it actually was. Or maybe it's a funny video you took on your phone that was so funny/cute that you and your family watch it over and over again over the years, and it becomes immortalized in your family's history. These things are important to a family, and in my case, there is a really funny video of my beautiful little daughter around the time she was 2 that we always seem to come back to. One day, my wife needed to run some errands, so she brought my daughter over to my office to hang out for a bit. And when I could see she was getting a little restless, I took her upstairs to this old piano that I used to play every once in a while. I sat her on my lap and started to play, thinking she would calm down and maybe perk up as she listened to the music. And I thought I'd record a cute video of the two of us. At first, that's exactly what she did. But then, she did something else. She wiggled, she cried, and then she screamed. And then a mixture of screaming and crying. At first because she wanted to play the piano herself, and then because she wanted me to hold her, and then just because, well, life. Babies do this a lot when they're little. They cry and they scream, and even though you might think differently, it's not because they're awful or bratty. It's because they lack the necessary vocabulary or understanding about how life works to properly communicate what it is that they want. But they believe that when you hear them cry, you'll understand and that you'll help them. But also, sometimes they might also be doing it because they're a little bratty. As a parent, this isn't the time to get upset or mad at your kids because they don't know any better. They're desperate for their circumstances to change. They don't know how everything works, and they know that you do. Does this sound familiar to how we might look before God the Father?
The Lord is merciful and compassionate, slow to anger, and rich in love. Psalm 145, verse 8.
We very often don't understand what God is doing, what is going on around us, and what we can do about it. Oftentimes, there isn't anything we can do about our circumstances. But that's what makes God, the Father, so incredible as a Father. He knows this, and He looks upon us, understanding everything, and He doesn't grow tired of our crying, our desperation, or worry. Even though in the Bible, He tells us not to worry. We still struggle not to worry, and yet He understands that we will, and He knows that we're frail and needy. And so rather than plugging His ears and trying to find peace, He looks at us with all the knowledge and confidence of being the one who created us, made plans for us, and He knows how He will fulfill them. Like a kid who drops their toy out of their crib and imagines that they might not ever get it again, crying and wailing in desperation for that toy, God knows what we want, what we need, and knows all is not lost. He is there for us and knows what's best for us even when we don't. This is what compassion looks like, when you understand someone and what they want, and you understand their limitations and you care for them in their needy state enough to not close yourself off to them. This is how God is with us. Do you ever feel like everything you want or need is just out of reach? Do you desperately cry out and beg for the Lord to help you? If you do, then first of all, know you're not alone, because me too. But also know that He gets it. He knows you. He sees you. And He has compassion for you that won't let Him just turn away, but causes Him to draw near, even if He doesn't give you what you want exactly, because His love for you always moves Him to give you what's right for you in the right time, because He is compassionate.
Now it's time for
Today's Big Question!
Today's big question is, have you ever wanted something so badly and you just knew that it was the right thing for you, but now that you think back on it, it might have actually been the worst thing for you if you'd gotten it? We don't often thank God for answering our prayers or cries with a no, but because God knows us, understands how everything works, and has compassion on us, He answers our prayers with what is right and good for us. So take some time and share what your no was with someone, and then say a prayer of gratitude, because a no to your request is sometimes the yes to God's best for you. Thanks for listening to the Generation Kids Daily Devo podcast. If you want to keep in touch with us on all our social media platforms, check out the links in the description. And if you'd like to help support us as we continue to create meaningful content for kids of all generations, please subscribe to our Patreon by visiting us at patreon.com/wearegenerationkids.